Pokemon Fire Red is available to play on Quest 2 and 3. Any Quest, I think. I don't know. If you have a Quest, you can play Pokemon Fire Red.
This is an official Pokemon game, right?
No, this is not. This is a legit Pokemon game. This is not a legit Pokemon game.
It's legit, but so it's made by people. It's made by the Pokemon company.
If you're watching this video, check in the links of the description. There will be a link. You can download a game that is Pokemon Fire Red. It is an online-only multiplayer version of Pokemon Red, where you can just play Pokemon. But here's the deal. Nintendo will take this down eventually, so play it while you can. There was a Reddit post talking about it, and the gameplay looks cool. This is Pokemon in VR.
Yeah.
So it's the GBA pixelated version of Pokemon. So everything's 2D sprites, but it's in a 3D world. It's a really cool it's a kind of sick artistic style that they've just done because they've ripped Pokemon and put it into a Quest.
Yeah. What this tells me is that people need to make like a knockoff Pokemon game that's exactly like this and not using Pokemon's assets.
Yeah.
Because apparently it'll sell.
Yeah, it will sell.
Yeah.
What would be funnier is if instead of knocking off Pokemon in VR, somebody knocked off Pal World in VR, and Pal World struck the game down and took it down off the internet.
Totally. That'd be great. We started with games this week, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Yeah,
we didn't start with reality.
yeah.
There was no headset statistics.
Yeah.
There was nothing about an announcement for a headset that no one gives a shit about.
I have a rumor for a headset. Do you want to hear about it?
I don't at all.
Before I do that, I'm going to say hello. I'm at Victor Grey. This is Games for Your Reality, where you get all your VR news. And with me, as always, is...
I am at Lord Beardsteak.
Yes. We're close up to 600 subscribers. If you haven't already, please subscribe. But let's get into the news.
Yeah.
Windows.
You
get into the news.
Windows XP is coming to the Meta Quest 3.
Actually,
Get
it's
ready.
already on the Quest 3. Somebody got it working. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have a few months ago.
Great. Excellent. I can't wait to play Solitaire.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, pinball. Be
Pinball.
sick. All right, okay. So Microsoft is planning a new VR headset competing with the Apple Vision Pro.
You just said that this is an Apple Vision Pro killer. Isn't the Apple Vision Pro the Apple Vision Pro killer? And why are they chasing this dragon?
I don't know.
It's failing, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Remember when every game in the 2000s was a Halo killer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what's interesting about that was Halo was a successful game.
Yes, you do need that success prior to releasing. Yes, I get that.
Anyway, this is an Apple Vision Pro killer. Apparently, the rumor is a new report suggests Microsoft placed an order of hundreds of thousands of micro OLED displays for a new VR headset.
They just cancelled their mixed reality.
Yeah,
mixed reality
WMD, Windows Mixed Devices. Is that what it was called? WMA, Windows Mixed Audio. What was the Microsoft one? WM something.
I said Windows Mixed Reality.
It wasn't WMR.
Are you fucking kidding
Was
me?
it?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. I thought it was something else. Was it?
You're convincing me that I'm wrong at this point. I swear that I'm right. It's WMR.
All I know is Microsoft has WMDs, and we need to put a stop to it. I have the evidence. I can't show it to you right now.
It's a topical reference, in fact.
All the topical references right here.
Yes.
Okay, so the headset will reportedly focus on content consumption, such as gaming, movies, not the metaverse. That's actually how I use headsets, but I'm definitely the minority.
Sure.
But I'm watching Batman, whatever this Batman is right now.
Batman, too many Batmans.
Batman, big ear Batman. I'm watching that in VR right now, and I'm loving it.
You can see Batman's ankles real well in high definition in 3D.
Really legit, he got 20 minutes into the episode and he's like, I can't keep seeing Batman's ankles. It's off-putting.
Totally. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And it should make you feel uncomfortable if you like it. So.
But on your Windows XP point, Microsoft is also working on bringing full desktop Windows apps to mixed reality, possibly via the cloud. And they have Xbox Game Pass Cloud. Okay.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
If Microsoft is going to dip their toes in the water, that means exclusives, right? If they're going to push a gaming angle for this.
No.
They're not? Shit.
Nah,
God damn it.
It's Microsoft. They don't do exclusives anymore, remember?
I guess they don't. I guess Sony somehow has picked up that baton, which is really strange. Yeah.
Anyway, there's a whole report. You can read it, but it's boring and it's not coming out for years, so who cares, right?
Why are we talking about it? Why did you bring this up?
Because it makes you angry.
We were meant to bring up games. We talked about games earlier, and here we are about fucking headsets.
All right, I have a game to talk about.
Great, excellent.
Do you want to talk about swimming? So a new trailer dropped for Subside, which is going to be a PC VR game.
I like to call it Subside, not Subside. It's Subside because you're Submerged, and that's the side that you're on.
Am I saying it wrong?
You're saying it wrong.
Subside just got a game trailer. Am I saying it right now?
You're not saying it correct. It is Subside.
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 Subside. There's no space. It's one word.
No, I'm just putting the
Subside.
emphasis on the second word.
Subside.
Subside. I guess I'm putting it on the first word.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh,
This is a drippy game. I saw that. I saw the trailer for it. It's very drippy.
This is a wet and moist game. If
it's
you want to
very
get
moist.
wet and
Yeah,
wild, this
yeah,
is a game
yeah.
for you. Okay, so Subside trailer came out. It's a Steam VR game coming later on in the year.
Wait, that's a PC VR title.
Yeah.
When was the last time we had one of those?
Yeah, crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, nice.
All right, so it doesn't actually have a release date. It just says coming soon, and
Great.
I couldn't be bothered doing research. Online reactions to this game has been pretty stellar. It looks like Echo the Dolphin on speed, man. It
does.
looks so pretty.
It does. The first thing I thought of when I saw the guy go underwater was like, oh boy, this looks cool. I hope there's no sharks. And then the next shot was 17 sharks. No punching, so I can't punch the sharks
Can't punch
away.
a shark.
I really want to know what's going on in this game.
Yeah, it looks really cool, and the most interesting part of the visual is seeing the top world and the bottom world in the water. Like
Yeah,
on
totally.
division,
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It looks very varied for a game that's all in the same setting.
Yeah.
You're like in smoky looking water. You're in nighttime water. You're in daytime water. You're in
Caves. You're in caves and all kinds of stuff.
What are you doing in these caves?
Yeah.
What are you doing in the water? What's the game? Have they just made water and they're just showing pretty
much.
environments
If
and
they're
that's the
not.
whole game? I saw there's like a simulation beginning, like holodeck shit going on around it. Like you're playing a VR game in VR.
Yeah.
Simulation activated.
So,
I don't know.
okay.
I see this as like, first of all, every few years a scuba diving game comes out,
Yeah.
and a certain subsect of gamers obsess about it because just swimming around in water is a vibe. But this is the first really, really stellar VR version of that.
Yeah.
We've had Subnautica, which was playable in VR, but you wouldn't say the graphics were like
Stellar.
immersive.
No,
pardon the pun.
they were more on the sub side when you kind of think about it.
Yeah, but this is the first one that is pushing the graphics to the next
Oh,
level.
totally.
Like, this is what we expected VR to be. Like, looks
Yes.
mind blowing.
Yes.
Like, you know those games where you're like, look at this. I want to stare at this rock for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. The big thing that stood out to me is a word called caustics. It's like when you see the sun dancing on the bottom of a pool or whatever. And it goes,
Yeah.
That's really hard to simulate. So any game that's got that, it's kind of like a little flex, and they're like, oh, check out the caustics. It's great.
When I saw this game, I legitimately in my head was like, can I play this laying in bed? Like I'm swimming?
Oh, you'd be kicking around in bed though. You don't want to be doing that.
But I was like, how would you play it? Would you lay in bed with your head over the edge of your bed just looking down? Or would you have it like that and you're just swimming?
I think
Like,
it really
how would
depends
you-
on the
how
control
would you-
scheme here. Like if they're using thumbstick movement versus like hand movement.
Swimming.
Have you? I guess you haven't. In Blade and Sorcery, they've got swimming mechanics now, so you can swim around using your hands.
Yeah.
And I drown consistently. I start to
Yeah,
like
you did
dip
tell
just
me
a little
this.
bit below the surface, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no,
Yeah.
oh no, and I like
Yeah.
flounder around, and I can't actually get up beyond the surface. You talk about shallow waters. This looks like shallow waters in terms of gameplay to me. If there's nothing to do other than explore, this isn't for me.
No.
Yeah.
You can go to Steam right now and download a demo of this. So if you want to check it out, go check it out.
Check it out and let us know.
My PC will catch on fire.
That's
if
fine.
I did that.
That's
so.
a feature. That's
Yeah,
not a bug.
that's not a
We're trying to get rid of his PC for a very long time.
Meta released V68 of the Horizon OS, and everybody agrees that it's the best operating system to ever be released. Is that correct?
Yes, I tested it. It's fantastic and does everything that I expected it to do.
He's lying right now. He's had a very bad experience. What happened to you?
Link broke. Air Link broke. That's pretty much it.
Did Steam VR break? Like
No,
Steam Link break?
No. I don't own Virtual Desktop. I use Steam Link and Air Link. And Steam Link worked fine. Air Link would just fail. Like
Yeah.
it would like give me the 3 dots
Yeah.
and then never do anything.
But it also broke plugging it in with a cable as well.
Yeah,
right?
it was doing exactly the same thing. It would launch the AirLink app, which now has a black background and a metal logo and 3 white dots, which I became very familiar with throughout that process. So, I tried to play Blade and Sorcery because the Outer Rim mod came out, which was great, and then, just wouldn't let me play it.
If you've got the latest version, V68, and you're encountering this problem, you are not alone.
No,
Beardy has had an issue with AirLink. You've managed to get it working, but also a workaround is downloading the Steam Link app and using that to connect to your PC.
Yes, that will work. I've been playing Alien Isolation, though, which would default to Vive wand controls if I was using Steam VR.
Joy.
So I've been trying to play it specifically using AirLink so I can have that runtime.
One new thing that they're testing out is being able to play a game and have one window inside the game at all times.
Wow. Do you know what that means?
What does that mean? I'm really worried about what he's going to say here.
It means we can go to everyone's favorite site, right? Our sponsor for this podcast, Spotify.com.
Oh, yeah,
you can
no,
launch Spotify and play
yeah.
Spotify while you play shit.
Okay, I didn't know which website you were going to say, but yeah, you can go to Spotify because this is a segment of a much larger podcast and it's available on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast place thing. Games of Reality. Check it out.
We didn't plan that plug. I want to say that. That was very smooth. I like that.
Yeah. You were doing a bit and you got nervous to say the website and you changed your mind.
That's
really
a lie. You're lying. You're lying. That's a lie.
All right, okay. So what it allows you to do, you can play any game you like and you can have up to one window open in your dock. So you have your dock just floating in your game and you can be doing a shooter and you can look at a web browser. You could have Spotify up. You could have a clock.
You could have anything. You could have a clock in your dock. The rap has returned. Get ready. It's happening. We've got a new theme song coming next week.
That's on the public test channel. Not everybody gets access to it, but if you want to check it out, you got to go into the Horizon app, sign up for the public test channel, and you might be able to check out the feature. But I'm pumped for that.
Okay.
Okay. So do you know Luna?
No.
Luna is, I don't know who Luna is, but they always have quest information. Whenever I tell you a story you don't care about a quest rumor, it's coming from Luna on X.
Great. Excellent. Thank you.
So it's Luna's fault.
No, it's not. No, it really isn't. It isn't.
Okay, all right. So Luna has X'd. They said, one last Meta Quest 3S leak. I'm told that the bottom button under the visor is an action button of sorts. In certain OS versions, it's used to toggle the pass-through / mixed reality. In others, it's a UX / NUX. Still seems to tell the user to double tap. Maybe remappable at some point. So along with the tweet, they have a photo of the Quest with the button circled so you can see the button. Basically, you have the two volume buttons and then behind that is another button. And at the moment, it looks like it'll be just switching mixed reality, but it might be remappable.
That's cool because if you are using your headset without the controllers and the hand tracking stuff doesn't have enough functionality, having a physical button is helpful.
Yes. So I heard that with the Quest 2 and 3, you can create your volume button to be an action button. So if you're not using hands or tracking, you can look and press the button and it will work. But it looks like the Quest 3S will have a dedicated button for that.
You can currently do that right now. I do that on the Quest 2.
Right.
And sometimes when I run Steam Link, that button becomes an action button and not a volume button. So I'll go to turn the volume up and then it opens Steam VR. And then it will click on whatever I'm looking at. So I can sometimes click out of applications just by turning the volume up, which is great. So remappable would be helpful.
So
because at least
a dedicated button would be great for you.
In theory, yeah. But I'm sure this is going to be overlapping with all the existing functions. So you're going to be like trying to press the button, but then you tap the headset and then you tap it again. And it's like, oh no, I touched it twice and now pass-through's on. But I pressed the button so it undid pass-through. What am I doing?
All right. Some more developers that are passionate about VR are Flat to VR. And they got a big event coming up on the 15th.
They've got an announcement on the 15th. 9 PT, I think. I just looked at this info. But they're announcing their first official port as Flat to VR Studios.
Yeah, so we don't know if we'll get gameplay vision or what, or are they just going to announce the game. Yeah. But this is exciting because obviously a lot of people are excited to see what these guys are able to do.
I am exclusively PC VR for my game time. I am so excited for whatever they have to announce because they're partnered with Team Beef as well, and Team Beef makes amazing ports. Yeah. So
cool.
Keen.
That's all the time we have. Thank you for watching. If you want to support this channel, subscribe.
That's a fucking lie. I played Alien all week. I've been meaning to talk
we
about
don't have
this.
time. We're at
No!
like 40 minutes already.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess next week.
Yeah.
Stay tuned
we
for-
will do a aliens thing next week.
We will.
That's all the time we have. Thank you for watching. If you want to support, please subscribe on YouTube or check us out on wherever you listen to podcasts, because this is a part of a larger podcast. You can listen to the whole thing in audio format.
You can. Let us know what you think.
All right.
All right.